So our fiberglass pools, we offer two different vendors. So we've got different sizes, colors, rectilinear pools. We've got curvilinear pools. We've got several options within there. The options are obviously getting a lot better as the industry progresses. And the reason we went solely with fiberglass pools is because I've toured the manufacturer where they're put together, and everything's controlled temperament. Things are measured out, perfectly. Is building of it is more of a consistent process. So it's and the difference being on a concrete pool or a gunite pool, if you're gonna pour that day or you're gonna have something done, and let's just say it's really hot out and it's really windy, that's gonna tend to dry faster, the concrete will, causing some maintenance issues down the road. And just, the fiberglass comes with a warranty as long as you own the home. So that's a positive for a homeowner putting this much of an investment in the backyard. So fiberglass is actually installed fairly quickly. I would say the pool is in the ground with plumbing and backfilled within the first 10 working days. And then we start from elements from there. So they get shipped from, we have two different plants that we ship from, one in Iowa, one in Illinois. So they're about 3 or 4 hours away. Once they get there, a crane will hoist them into the hole, the excavation hole that we have prepared and the base prepared, and it's dropped into the hole and we are backfilled. Cutting corners, what I've seen in this industry is cutting corners is not getting the base completely. The excavation is one of the important. It's important that you don't over dig the holes. We've got lasers and everything set up to make sure that we are staying within reason, but I've seen where pools fail where they've been completely over dug, and let's say in the bottom of our graded base pool we have 4 to 6 inches. We put little screed rails down to set that level, and then we compact it, and those rails have to come out. I've seen where rails that were left in there, and you can actually see over time you can see the actual rail itself in the bottom of the fiberglass pool. I've seen that happen. I've seen where they've overdug and we've got 12 inches of gravel. You're only supposed to have this, and it's really hard to compact 12 inches of gravel at the same. So then the pool will shift a little bit. I've seen that happen. I've also seen where a contractor will not backfill with clean gravel. They'll try to use the stuff they dug out of the hole, and I've seen pools float that way. So the cost of doing that is twice what it would cost to have it done properly the first time. So Hinkle Outdoor Living, we are a process-driven company. Our motto is engineered for entertaining. So I'm a highly process guy. Everything I do has to be a step-by-step process. And so over the years, just an experience and installing since 2007, I've seen projects that were scaled properly. I've seen projects that weren't scaled properly. I've seen a ton of design issues, and design does it functionality. So the design is pretty, but in functionality, does it work? Is there drainage issues that we're looking at? So our team's looking at all facets of that when we're putting it together. So we look at drainage is like the number one thing I look at when putting a project together, and that's one of the most important things. Second is functionality, meaning do we have stairs coming off a hillside and we're trying to do those in gravel, or should we just pour a concrete base and overlay them? So I'm looking at a functionality standpoint like that. And then design, is the design that you've came up with relatively easy for us to install, and then is functional, and then is drains properly. So those are some of the things that I put in together. When we're doing that, obviously we follow all the building specs. We are a Class C residential contractor, general contractor. So we follow all building codes. We permit everything. We actually handle all that for you. We don't ask the homeowner to do any of that type of work. So the process we've came up with is through experience, through training, education, and just those three things: drainage, functionality, and design.